He'll lynch you, but he did, and he lasts. I think he lasts.
How do West Ham solve a problem like Saeed Benrahma? Mr. Benny, roll the title. Now, I think we as West Ham fans could probably put 2 and 2 together and come out with the right result, as we know what the result is. So apparently West Ham are considering accepting offers for Saeed Benrahma this summer, as David Moyes is ready to step up his interest to replace him by bringing Jesse Lingard back to the club. Because, you know, David Moyes wants to improve his attack, and he could increase his budget if he was to sell Benrahma alongside some of the other players in the West Ham squad. The Algerian winger joined West Ham on loan from Brentford back in October 2020 and was signed for £30 million on a permanent basis during the following transfer window. He arrived with a very big reputation and has been given opportunities to establish himself. However, Benny, you could say, has lacked consistency during his 2 seasons at the London Stadium, and his wavering form has absolutely frustrated the living daylights out of David Moyes. He wants to build David Moyes a big side that can be capable of challenging the top 6. And he's been not happy. He's not been happy with Benny. And he's not been happy with Benny's inability to influence games on a more frequent basis. He scored 11 goals in all competitions last season, but wasn't a regular starter. And it's his decision-making in the final third that has often left much to be desired. That return improved significantly, though. I mean, he has, this season just passed. His return has improved. Like I said, he's got 11 goals in all of the games he's played this season, as West Ham finished the Premier League in 7th place, and we obviously made the semi-finals of the Europa League. But his form was inconsistent, and that is becoming the source of frustration to David Moyes, and we've seen that on several games, particularly in the Aston Villa game. He's a silky playmaker. He's got the ability to breeze past players with his trickery. And his coach, former coach back at Brentford, Sam Saunders, actually once claimed that Benrahma could nutmeg a mermaid. And it beautifully illustrates how much talent he has with the ball at his feet. However, even though we see odd glimpses of magic that he's got, he could be said to have disappointed West Ham fans as a whole, because he can be incredibly frustrating. Now, I know there's Benrahma fans out there, but you can't remotely deny that he's not been frustrating. I'm stuck in the middle with him. If you just look on paper and you see his statistics, you think, wow, that's a very good outlet. That's a very, very good return in investment for what West Ham are looking for. And I'll bring up some of the statistics just now. He played in the last season 32 Premier League games, 26 have been starts. He's got 8 goals and 6 assists. Played 12 Europa League games, 4 starts, 3 goals, 2 FA Cup games, 1 start, 2 League Cup appearances as well. And his West Ham career as a total has got 81 appearances with 12 goals and 13 assists. Now, I get you can look at that on paper, but you can't deny that his inconsistency is frustrating as a West Ham fan. Is he really a Moyes player? His start to life at East London was slow. David Moyes rarely trusted him to start matches, and he was kicked out of the side by then the inspired Jesse Lingard. And this last season was meant to really be Benrahma's year, and it was really for the first few months. And now he's ended up being the most substitute player at West Ham, to his frustration, and that was captured. It wasn't Aston Villa game, it was the Newcastle game when he was brought off, and you could see that he was frustrated with David Moyes. And how would you get the best out of Benrahma? I think you need to get the best out of him when you look at where he performs the best from his whole footballing career, and that comes from the left wing. Now, that's something that I wasn't particularly a fan of, but you can't help but deny that that is where he gets his best form from. From out wide, he has ability to cut in, and, you know, he can overlap whoever the left back or left wing back is. But a number 10 at West Ham, because they've got to work so hard, his back is to go far too much, and he can be easily out-muscled by a strong defensive midfielder. There's no denying of his talent. And when he was at Brentford, he was their best player, helping into the Championship playoffs, and they lost at that time to Fulham. He had 17 goals and 9 assists in the Championship. He was one of the most productive players in the whole division. And he's one of those players that at the time was bound to make the step up to the Premier League. Under the Brentford manager, Thomas Frank, he played a sort of a free role, which means that he could dribble all across the final third, creating chances for himself and his teammates. You know, you could say it's a similar role to what Lionel Messi had when he was at Barcelona, a free role. His passing was strong when he was at Brentford, and he's more than capable of switching the play to the opposite flank or even make a penetrating pass to the striker. And he was extremely talented against tight defenses. When back in the 2018-2019 season, he scored 10 goals, he got 14 assists. And like I said, in the 1920 season, he got 17 goals and 9 assists, making him the 6th for goals and assists in the Championship. He was first for shots on target, and his dribbles attempted and final third passes completed. But why can't West Ham find that player? Is it because the Premier League's too big a step? Is that a harsh statement? You know, during the 1920 season, his best performances led to him being voted the Brentford Supporter Player of the Year. He was named to the Championship Team of the Year. He scored a couple of hat tricks. He won the PFA Fans Player of the Month in January 2020. July 2020, he got Championship Player of the Month awards. He was nominated for the London Football Awards for the EFL Player of the Year and the Fans Championship Player of the Year award. And he has got that ability to be a great dribbler of the ball. He's got a low center of gravity when he is playing well that helps him elude the defenders. What I don't understand is why we can't get that best out of Benny. But in actual fact, when you look at what David Moyes is looking for, you're looking for the hard work. You're looking for the enthusiasm to track back and work as a team. Now, I'm not trying to say that Benrahma is not a team player. I do think there is a team player there, but I think it's going to take him a while to adjust to that. And if West Ham want to break into that top half or challenge for the top 4, you're going to need consistency at the high level, working for the team, tracking back, doing all the hard work, the donkey work. And you could say Benrahma is a luxury player. He is a luxury player. Like if you've got a big squad, then and you've got all players performing at the highest level, you need a Benrahma in and around that. But if you are a West Ham trying to be consistent at the high next level, you're going to need players to build upon. And I don't know if Benny's really got what we need right now. And I think I'm kind of disappointed I'm even saying that about it, to be honest, because there's never been a player I want to succeed at West Ham. I remember when we were linked to him, it was between Benrahma, Eberechi Eze, and we had Diangana at the time. And, you know, I wasn't so pissed off over the Diangana being sold, but I was quite pissed off we didn't bring Eze in. I think if I had the order, I've said it before in these videos, I had Eberechi Eze as number 1, Benrahma as number 2, and Diangana as number 3. But I was happy when we brought Benrahma in. And then under the Moyes regime, you know, you don't start straight away. You don't get given game time straight away. Lingard was an exception because we had injuries and we needed to play him. So the impact that Jesse Lingard made to West Ham when he came in a loan move has outweighed really what Benrahma's done, or what he has given West Ham over the last 2 seasons. His inconsistency is the biggest problem for me. You know, when you watch all the games, you see his final thirds. It's really weak sometimes. He shoots from outside the box. And when he played for Brentford, he had that freedom to shoot from outside the box, and he was number 1 for attempts made, and he got quite a lot of goals from outside the box as well. His creativity was there. And you can't help but think that maybe Moyes' hard-working teams has taken that little bit of va-va-voom out of Benrahma's ability to play. So the question I'm going to ask to you is, would you sell Benrahma? Now, West Ham are trying to build something in order to progress. So the way I look at it is as follows. I don't know if David Moyes is going to go into the market and bring in the number 9 that we're all looking for. He may bring someone in to give Antonio a bit of support, but I think we're going to see a lot of Antonio next season. I think what he's going to do is look at players in and around the likes of Jesse Lingard and other players in and around that position. And he's going to have lots of playmakers and individual players that can create and offer opportunity. And I actually do think there is a place in this squad for Benrahma. But I understand the sentiment of selling him because of his stats, his return of goals and assists. Even though he's inconsistent, may look good on paper. You could see a team like Newcastle sniffing around him and thinking, do you know what? He's a luxury player. Let's bring him in. Let's pay over the odds and let's see what he can do. And probably go make a success of that at a team like Newcastle. I'm not saying he can't do that with us, but I do think there is a place in our team for him. I think that he can work hard and fight again. He seems to be settled within the squad. He seems to be getting on with the French. He seems to be getting on with everyone. And I don't think he's causing any uproar behind the scenes in any way whatsoever. So I think he's a player that's capable of staying at West Ham. But if there's a fee getting offered that's close to what we paid, I wouldn't be surprised if we were looking to sell to bring someone else in, because I think David Moyes is a bit pissed off with the inconsistency, and that's what he is looking for. Consistency, motivation, hard work for the team. You get the fans on your side, and the rest is history. And that's maybe why the fan base is so split down the middle when it comes to Benrahma. So the final question I'm asking you is, would you sell Benrahma? If you would, why? If you would, and why? You've told me, how much would you be willing to accept for him? If you wouldn't sell him, please tell me why. I hope you are enjoying these shows that we're doing for you. Please make sure you join us tomorrow. We've got Retro Rumours starting, a brand new show, having a bit of a laugh as well for a Sunday watch. And if you're interested in becoming a channel member, please click the membership option. Please subscribe to the channel. We're on the march towards 20,000 subscribers. You know, we only hit the milestone of 10,000 subscribers about a month and a half ago or whatever, and now we're already 12-ish up the way. So let's go for 20,000. So if you are new around here, please hit that as well. And also hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and come on, you Irons.
It's like a family tree, part of you and part